Everyone. So this is Aditya, your social science expert at Masterminds. So guys, today we are going to learn and start the history of class 9 with the first chapter, that is the French Revolution. I hope all of you know. I'm going to start out with the history as it was told earlier to you. And today we are going to study the first chapter and that too session. Guys, please, what is that? Just have a deal with it because I don't have a stylus, or actually the new stylus I don't have. I'm using the old one and it's not working properly. So just you need to cooperate now. Okay, just a minute. Let me change the slides. Yes. Huh. So today we are going to start up with the first chapter, that was the French Revolution. Okay, so the very important date it's given here, that when was the French Revolution started. So French Revolution was started on 1789. Remember this date. This is the most important one, right? And this is the whole map of the France region. Okay, remember this. Okay, remember, yes, the 1789 and 14 July. Okay, let us wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Yes. Now today we are going to study first of the topic which comes is about the location where exactly the French Revolution had held. So these are the certain regions. Okay, let me zoom in for you. It's not clear, guys. Actually, the picture, it's not clear, but you can have a look. Right? Yes, that we were having in the region of North America, in South America, African region, Asia, Australia, also Antarctica too, and even in the Europe and the France region. So we can call it as in the whole world, we can say, right? Because all the seven continents are covered, all places are covered. So we can say that in all the seven places, all the seven continents, or in the whole world, the French Revolution was done. This was the location of the Versailles Palace. Just a minute, let me show you where it is. But it's quite tough to show that in the world map. So now we are going to study about the meaning of the French Revolution, or what was the motive, or why did the French Revolution started. Okay, just a minute, wait. Okay, so let us start up now. So there was a political upheaval in a national state characterized by a great change, right? So there was a political instability in the state, in that state of France, right? Actually, and I'm having a look in the NCRT book also. All these points are not mentioned. Okay, but so these are not mentioned. I will be teaching it from the NCRT book also. We will have a combination so that it will be a good for you. You will be getting more knowledge, right? So this is the first session only. We will be not going in very much detail, just the introductions will be given. So then the second point is that a revolution may result in sudden overthrow of an established government or system by force and bloodshed. Example, French Revolution. Okay, so these are just the facts, guys, which what is that about the revolution, basically not about the French Revolution, but a normal revolution only. Yes, guys, so a revolution, here they are saying that a revolution can change a ruling government. In talking about India also, if all the Indians started to protest against BJP party, and right now in our country BJP is the ruling party, so it has to surrender at anyhow, because see, 135 crore is not a small number, right? It's not a small number, and if all of them are revolting, they have to surrender, right? So that is the meaning, that a revolution can change many systems, many by force and bloodshed. So this was this was the example of a French Revolution. Then, guys, it can also be, what is that? Just a minute, let me have the tab. Yes, guys. So what is that? It can also be a great change that comes slowly and peacefully. Example, Industrial Revolution. Okay, so I'm saying that yes, the slow changes, right? You can't, ऐसा नहीं है कि आज आपका आज आपका revolution शुरू हुआ, like the revolution started on 14 July 1789. Okay. Yes, what was the date? 14 July 1789. Okay, so these are the things which you must remember. Now we are going to talk about the French Revolution. Now we are going to start up with the NCRT. So French Revolution was the people of France against the dictatorial and the anti-people policies of the monarch. Okay, so the French Revolution was the mass uprising. The people were uprising, protesting against the dictatorial. That time in France there was dictatorship, not democracy. Right now in France we have democracy, but at that time that was dictatorship, and the king was Louis XVI, which about whom we are going to study further in the second session. And anti-people policies of the monarch, and the bad policies which was, and we are going to talk about them, right? Then it started on 14th July 1789 with an incident known as storming of Bastille. Okay, just let me tell you about the storming of Bastille. Let me see whether it's there in the next slide or not. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, so it's not there basically. So let me tell you from the NCRT book. So what happened is, as you know, the Bastille was the prison where the people were kept. So what happened is 7,000 men and women formed a people's militia. People's militia is basically a group. So okay, so what they did, they formed a 7,000. Remember the term. Remember the term 7,000 men and women formed a people's militia. Okay, now let me define militia for you. 7,000 men gathered in front of the town hall and decided to form a people militia. People militia was the group which broke into government buildings in search of arms. They were searching. What is that? So what happened is they formed the militia, and what they did, they have marched towards the Bastille Palace, and they have what they did, they had full riots. They protested there, and they have fully destructed the Bastille. Storming of the Bastille. Soon after the demolition of the Bastille, artists made prints commemorating the event. So अब उसका कोई proof नहीं था. So what they did, artists made pictures that it was burnt. Let me show you from the NCRT book. I hope it's clear, right? See, this was the what is that? Palace. Okay, so this was broke down. Now we are going to come up to the introduction of the chapter, the French Revolution. Just a minute. Wait, guys. Let me remove all this. Yes. So now, guys, we are going to talk about the introduction of the chapter. So talking about the first point now. I hope you are able to see the arrows. If not, let me do it from this side. So we are going to talk about the first point now. So first point basically is, today we often take the ideas of liberty, freedom and equality for granted, right? We are taking right now this new generation, we people, right? We take it that liberty, freedom, equality is granted, it's gifted, it's all right. But you know, actually our leaders have what is that? Yes, our leaders have fought a lot for these rights for Indians, but leaders from all over the world for their countries. Coming up to second point. Second point says that, but we need to remind ourselves that these ideas have a history. Yes, that's what I told you. The leaders had fought. Why did they fight? What was the reason? So all of these things have a, what is that? have a history, right? Which we are going to study about the French Revolution. You know, these ideas for India, right to freedom, right to equality, right to liberty was taken from the French Revolution also. From the French Revolution only. And for French Revolution, we will be having 3 sessions. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now we are going to see. So this history can find its origin in French Revolution. That's what I told you. It led to the end of monarchy, end of society based on privileges, and gave way to a new system of governments. Yes, this happened in the France. The monarchy in France was ended. That is the fourth topic of the NCRT book, that France abolishes monarchy. France abolishes monarchy and what is that? Becomes a republic. Okay, then coming the privileges of the caste of France, that was clergy, nobility, third estate, all the privileges whatever caste had, they all were finished, and a new system of government was started. It declared the idea that all individuals had rights and could claim equality. Why this revolution started? So that everyone can have equality, right? Now, these nations of equality and freedom emerged as the central ideas of a new age. Why this started? So that the nations, The notions of equality and freedom can emerge as the central ideas. Okay. Okay. Now these are the upcoming topics which we are going to study about the French Revolution. Okay. It's the causes of French Revolution. Causes of French Revolution, events of French Revolution, and consequences of French Revolution. Okay. Okay. Let's move. Now we are going to study about the causes, that why did actually the French Revolution started. So there were basically three reasons. There were political causes. Okay, they were political, they were economic, there were social reasons, right? We have everything for reasons. So these are the political, political causes. In 1774, Louis XVI of the Bourbon family of kings ascended the throne of France. This is the first topic of the NCERT book, that is French society during the late 18th century. So he was 20 years old when he married to the Austrian princess Marie Antoinette, who always interfered with the administration. Marie Antoinette always interfered in the administration of the Louis XVI. He ruled as an absolute monarch. He was like king. Jo uski baat na mane, just shoot them, like Hitler, which we are going to study in the third chapter, that is Nazism. He had maintained a huge army and built a big extravagant court at the immense palace of Versailles, which drained the wealth of France. See, this is the Versailles palace. है ना, अब देख के ही लग रहा है कि कितना ज़्यादा यहाँ पर पैसा खर्च हुआ होगा फ्रांस का, कितना ज़्यादा वेल्थ यहाँ पे ड्रेन किया गया. नॉर्मल पैलेस could have also worked, right? So the common people, just a minute guys. Yes, so then the common people had no say in administration, right? Because उस टाइम पे इतना कास्ट था. The first state was the clergy, nobility, राइट. सो जो क्लर्जी थे और नोबल्स थे, उन्हीं की बात सुनी जाती थी. थर्ड स्टेट जो तीसरा कास्ट था, वो उसमें आते थे बिग बिजनेसमैन, मर्चेंट्स, पीजेंट्स, आर्टिसंस, स्मॉल पीजेंट्स, लैंडलेस लेबर्स, सर्वेंट, मतलब सारा जो लो पीपल थे, लो वेज वर्कर्स, दे आर कंप्राइज्ड ऑफ द थर्ड एस्टेट. तो उनकी बात कोई नहीं सुनता था. दे वर लाइक यूजलेस. सारी जो वैल्यू थी, सारा जो सब कुछ था, दैट वाज ऑल गैदर्ड बाय द nobles and the nobles. Oh yeah, this is not working at all. Just a minute. So we were having the nobles, all the privileges, and the clergy. So common people were like useless. Okay. Then the Estates General. Okay. This was the Estates General. So now there was a political party, known as Estates General, to which three estates sent their representative to discuss contemporary issues. Now talking about the three estates, as I told you. So the first estate was the clergy. Then the second estate was the nobles, that is the nobility, and the third estate was the third estate itself. Now let me tell you, just a minute. Okay, so the people of clergy people were the people of church, right? Church ke jo log, the priests, the fathers, sisters, all the people of church were the church people. Just a minute. Yes, and the nobles were the people who were born in the high caste, upper caste. That were the people of nobles, right? From which the Louis XVI belonged. Then the third estate, I told you, peasants, small workers, servants, all the low wage people. Okay. Coming up to the next topic, yes, and there was a body, Estates General. Now, what was that? Let me tell you. Yes, so the Estates General was a meeting called by Louis XVI on 5th May. 5th May, okay? 5th May. So Louis XVI has called the meeting from where all the three estates sent their representatives. 300 representatives were sent from clergy. Clergy sent 300, nobles sent 300, but third estate were the sent 600. Now see, but still you will think that it's all right, it's democratic, but no, it's not democratic. देखो, clergy और जो nobles का population है वो बहुत ज़्यादा कम है ना? Clergy, Christian people, but not Christian people, basically the people of church, right? तो अब उनकी तरफ से 300 लोग जा रहे हैं. Nobles है ना, high caste लोग कितने हैं? 300. केवल 2 कास्ट. अब थर्ड एस्टेट में कितने लोग हैं? देयर आर बिग बिजनेसमैन, मर्चेंट्स, कोर्ट ऑफिशियल्स, लॉयर्स 4, फिफ्थ पीजेंट्स, आर्टिसंस 7, देन 8 स्मॉल पीजेंट्स, 9 landless laborers, and 10 servants. So 10 types of people are living, and the population is very much. And out of that millions of people, you're just sending 600. Is it democratic? And there are hundreds, thousands of people, then you are sending 300. And where there are millions of people, you're just sending 600. Is it democratic? No, it's not at all democratic. So, however, this point is done. Now the monarch alone could decide when to call a meeting of this body. The last time it was done in 1614. Each estate had one vote irrespective of the number of representatives. Each estate has only one vote, चाहे जितने representatives हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. The estate general had power to increase the taxes. Now what were the taxes of that time? The first tax was the livery. Second, the tithe, and the third is tally. These were the taxes. Now let me tell you each one of them. So what is that? Livery is the unit. Livery is not a tax. Sorry, livery is the unit of currency in France. That time, like now, right now, we have Indian rupee in India, and that time that was livery in France. Tithe is a tax levied by the church, comprising 1/10 of the agriculture produce. तो क्लर्जी लोगों ने थर्ड एस्टेट पे टाइथे लगा रखा था. और टैले एक टैक्स था जिसे डायरेक्टली स्टेट हेड को देना था. तो दो टैक्सेस थे उस समय. बट वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट मोर टैक्सेस. Okay, so these were the what causes these were these were the political causes, the political instability. Now we are going to study about the social causes. Social causes were also very big causes. Okay, so now we are going to study about the clergy and the nobility. So as told, the French society in the 18th century was divided into three estates: clergy, nobility, and the common people. So as you can see, I don't know. Yes, guys. So now there were common people, clergy, and the nobility. Now you can see the clergy people here. These are the nobles, and they were everyone else. See the costumes. You can differentiate with the costumes only. Then now we are going to study about this chart. Just a minute, let me zoom in. Now what happened? These were the peasants. Peasants used to give the money and services tax through the vessels that were knights. Okay, they give to nobles. They were protection for military services. Then they give to king. So all the money, the security of knights was given to the king. Then king gave land to nobles, nobles to land to fief, and the second protection, they used to protect the land. So the peasants were not getting any land. Okay, no land for peasants. कुछ बचा ही नहीं था, क्या देंगे? Okay, now I'm going to talk about the first point. So the first point was that French society started. So the members of the first two estates enjoyed privileges by birth. They don't have to give any taxes. देखो, knights का जो tax था वो automatically nobles के पास जा रहा है. And nobles are not giving anything by themselves. The tax which is given by peasants, that is just going to king by two methods. That is the knights and the nobles. So they were underprivileged. ना क्लर्जी को कुछ टैक्स देना था, ना ये नोबल्स को कुछ टैक्स देना था. Peasants made up the 90% of the population. However, only a small number of them owned the land they cultivated. As I told you earlier, कि 600 representatives बहुत कम है. अब बताइए फ्रांस की जितनी भी पॉपुलेशन हो, फ्रांस की पॉपुलेशन 1715 में थी 23 मिलियन, और फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन के टाइम पे हो गई थी 28 मिलियन. 28 मिलियन में से 90% लोग अब थर्ड एस्टेट के हैं. तो था गलत. Now if you are talking that out of 28 million, if 20 million are third estate, out then 600, and the people, those are 4 million, 5 million, they are sending 300. That's all right, but out of them third estate, the number of members should be increased, right? Representatives. So about 60% of the land was owned by nobles and church people, which they leased to peasants for greater share in the production. अब वो क्या चाहते थे कि जो peasants जो produce करते हैं वो ज़्यादा production. Peasants were obliged to render free services to the lord, to work in his house and field, to serve in army, or to participate in building roads. बिना पैसे के हेल्प करते थे. देख रहे हैं? They were rendering free services to the lord, to work in their house, in their fields, and to serve army, or to participate in building roads. They wanted to participate in building roads. It seems like it's a joke now that it seems like they are working as a pilot as they wanted to participate in building road, right? Okay, now we are going to talk about the economic crisis. ओके, द इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस भी बहुत ज़्यादा थे, लोगों के पास पैसा नहीं था, सब्सिस्टेंस क्राइसिस था, ये था वो था. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दैट नाउ. तो मैं जरूर कितनी. Okay, so the first point in the economic crisis is the French economy was based on revenue from land and the feudal system. Now, what was feudal system? The feudal system was so the feudal system was the military people, the social people, the illegal systems. Military people, social people, economically. Now coming to illegal, legal, whatever customs, rituals they follow, that comprises of the feudal system. Second point, during Louis XVI, France had 2 billion livre debt. Debt means loss. 2 million livres. है ना? So the government changed charged huge taxes from third estate. What I told you about the taxes, there were tithe and tile taxes. These included a direct tax called tile, which they used to direct give to the state head, as I told you, and a number of indirect taxes which were levied on articles of everyday consumption. आप रोज गेहूं खा रहे हैं उसका टैक्स दीजिए, आप ब्रेड खा रहे हैं उसका टैक्स दीजिए, जो कुछ भी आप खा रहे हैं एवरीडे कंजम्पशन, जस्ट गिव देम द टैक्स. यूजलेस, राइट? Then first 2 estates were exempted from paying taxes to the state. First 2 were having, what is that? They were privileged, they don't have to give taxes. The church too extracted its share of taxes called tithes from the peasants. अब आप चर्च जाके वहाँ पर प्रे करते हैं तो उसका भी आपको टैक्स देना है. That was tithes. Have you understood the concept of what is that? Tithes and tile? And guys, let me tell you, we have a Telegram group also. There the doubts are solved 24/7. We give you a number of assignments, Google Forms, everything on the Telegram group. The link is in the description. Check it out. Okay? And yes, if you have any doubts regarding here, just put it in the comment box and don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Okay, till now, let us start up. Now the useless wars. है ना? अब हर चीज़ में कुछ ना कुछ तो नुकसान होता ही है. अब फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन में इतने ज़्यादा यूजलेस वॉर्स हुए ना. सो in 1776, France held 13 American colonies to gain their independence from Britain. This added more than a billion livres to a debt of 2 billion. I'm searching that, is it something there in the NCRT? In NCRT, we don't have anything regarding like that. The first estate, 600, okay. Social representatives. Okay, we have it. Actually, I'm not getting it in the NCRT book. Yeah. Okay, whatever, leave it. Just, I will let you know. I will search in the book and I will let you know. I will be doing a short premiere. I will let you know that is it there or not. The one short video which we will be doing. A new series will be starting soon. Okay, so now and guys, let me tell you one more information. Hope all of you have seen the, what is that, the trailer of the special edition series. Have you seen it? If not, just go and see it. You will be enjoying the trailer and the sessions every day. That special edition series episodes will come up on each and every Sunday. Check it out. Stay tuned. Okay, so now 2 billion का तो debt था. Up 2 billion which reached 5 billion. Is it 5 billion or 3? Just a minute. Let me. हाँ, तो जो 2 बिलियन का डेप्ट था, अब वो 3 बिलियन हो गया था. Lenders who give the state credit. अरे तुम बाहर चली जाओ. Yes. Now lenders who give the straight credit have to charge 10% interest. Then the French government spent 43% of its budget on interest payments alone. To meet its regular expenses such as the cost of maintaining an army, the court, running government offices or universities, the state was forced to increase taxes. अब अभी तक तो दो टैक्स थे ही, और भी कई थे इलीगल टैक्सेस. अब एक टैक्स और बढ़ गया, एक और टैक्स नहीं बढ़ा, जबकि जो टैक्स था उसी को और बढ़ा दिया गया. नाउ द ग्रोइंग मिडिल क्लास. फिर अब ऐसा हुआ, इतना ज़्यादा हुआ कि अब एक 4th estate और आने लगा. दैट वॉज द मिडिल क्लास पीपल. अब हर कोई या तो केवल गरीब नहीं हो सकता है, या तो एकदम कोई अमीर नहीं हो सकता है. मिडिल क्लास भी तो है. तो अब थर्ड एस्टेट में कौन कौन थे? एज आई टोल्ड यू, द थर्ड एस्टेट वॉज कंप्राइजिंग ऑफ बिग बिजनेसमैन, मर्चेंट्स, पोर्ट ऑफिशियल्स, लॉयर्स. और बाकी जो लोग थे वो सब थर्ड एस्टेट में थे, जो लोग पुअर थे. लेकिन अब ये लोगों को भी तो कुछ पैसा मिलता था, एज दे वर वर्किंग फॉर गवर्नमेंट, लाइक कोर्ट ऑफिशियल्स, बिग बिजनेसमैन, दे आर अर्निंग समथिंग. सो नाउ दे फॉर्म्ड अ यूनियन और दे फॉर्म्ड देयर सेपरेट कास्ट व्हिच वाज कॉल्ड एज द मिडिल क्लास. Now we are going to study about them. This topic, growing the invice stages of middle class, is there in your NCRT book. on page number 6 and 7 of your history and CRT book, and the topic is 1.3, a growing middle class, invisages and end to privileges. ठीक है, अब क्या हुआ था कि जितने privileges मिलते थे फालतू के वो सब खत्म हो गए थे. Now we will going to study about them. So this 18th century witnessed the emergence of social groups termed the middle class. 18th century में आया था. All of these were educated and believed that no group in society should be privileged by birth. Rather, a person's social position must depend on his merit. बिल्कुल. These ideas demanded a society based on freedom and equal laws and opportunities for all. अब कुछ मज़ा आया था, स्टोरी में चेंज हुआ था. And this was the bestest thing I like in the French Revolution. You know? Now, what was subsistence crisis? This is the last topic for today, and after this topic, we are going to end this session. Now, the subsistence crisis. Let us study about that. What happened is an extreme situation where the basic means of livelihood are endangered. अब क्या है? And the population of France increased rapidly from 23 million in 1715 to 28 million, as I told you. This led to a rapid increase in demand for food grains. अब ज़्यादा लोग थे, ज़्यादा खाना चाहिए था, लेकिन इतना लॉस हो चुका था फ्रांस को कि nothing was there. So production of grains could not keep pace with the demand. This led to inflation. Things became worse whenever brought or hail reduced the harvest. चीज़ें और worst होती गई. Now, age of enlightenment, we will be doing it later. That's all guys for today. Don't forget to like the button. Oh, sorry. Hit the like button. You need to share the video. You need to join our Telegram group and channel. You need to join the Telegram group and channel. That's all. Thank you. Happy learning. Just a minute. Back. So guys, that's all. Happy learning. Stay tuned. This is Aditya Upadhyay, your social science educator.